Make sure, okay. Looks like my door is fine. What's going on, guys? This is Ola coming to you live from my Empire Pro headquarters here on the 37th edition of our Building Empires live series. And if you're here right now, you can hear me. Scroll down a little bit to the bottom and click on the blue button, okay, that says comment. There's a blue button that says comment to take you to my personal wall and introduce yourself. Okay, let me know who you are if you're hanging out with us here. For the next 30 minutes or so, we are going to do something pretty fun. Okay, introduce yourself. Let's see here who's here with us. All right, 1 second. Very nice. Let's see. Let's see who's here with me. If you're here, you're hanging out with me. Let me know who you are. And I just need to. I know there's a delay, so I need the first person to tell me that they're hanging out with me here. And then I'll go ahead and switch my screen over to the exercise that we're going to be doing today. There are two screens that I'm going to be using today. Let's see here. Okay, it looks like Dave is here with me. Cool, thank you, Dave. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to be using two different screens today. Let's see what's going on here. I need my Google page on. I'm going to do some Google exercise. So something that I wanted to share with you guys. How many people here, if you're familiar, let me know if you're familiar with the book, The Irresistible Offer. Okay? The Irresistible Offer. Now, if you're here, you're brand new to our list here, welcome on board. Absolutely introduce yourself. Let me know who you are. Don't shy away from introducing yourself. So we can make sure we connect with you, and some of our leaders can connect with you as well. Let's see here. I'm looking for, boom, start screen share. I think my screen should be sharing right now. Welcome, Kerry. Welcome, Codric. We're going to be very quick and straight to the point today. All right, so let's see here. All right, so there's a book called the Irresistible Offer. If you're here, have you guys read that book before? The Irresistible Offer by, I forgot his name, Mark Joyner. There you go. That's it right there. Mark Joyner. Okay. That's the name of the book. Okay. And looks like somebody has this book here in a PDF. All right. Someone has the book here in a PDF. Interesting. How to sell your products or service in 3 seconds or less. Interesting. All right. So, yeah, please do not distribute this book illegally so you don't get sued by Mark Joyner. But this is one of the books that changed my life. So, let me get this call and get this guy on the call with me. Actually, this is Ola. This is Ola. Hey, Lawrence, are you coming on the webinar with me? 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. every day from Monday through Thursday. Are you on the webinar right now? All right, you need to get on the webinar or call me later. You should also understand that we do this every day, right? You know that, right? All right, cool. So I'm on it right now, live with the rest of the students. So you can watch the recording later. You can call me after 6 and we can talk, okay? All right, yeah. All right, I intentionally picked up the call because I noticed he called around the same time yesterday. Just wanted to make sure he understands we do this every day. All right, so by the way, every member should know we do this every 5 o'clock every day. Okay, so Monday through Thursdays, unless we have our coaching like yesterday. We skipped yesterday because we had a coaching session. All right, so I don't know, were you guys able to find this PDF? Like, I just found it. I'm not encouraging you to steal it, but I have it in front of me, okay? So just so you know, since I'm on record, let's see what you guys are saying actually. Never read it. Well, Go read it, okay? Don't download it because that's stealing, but read it, okay? You see, I just Googled it. It came up as a PDF actually here. And you can, if I were you, I would actually buy it and have one in my library, just like every one of you should have a library that you know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So, but that's the book right there. Let's look at the content here. The magic window, the core imperative of business, the big four questions. And I think I have a feeling I know what those questions are on page 9. What is the irresistible offer? What is not the irresistible offer? The great formula, offer intensifiers, the offer continuum, the great offers through history, blah blah blah, right? So the irresistible offer, you've never read the book, you need to read it, okay? So let me just tell you that if you've never read the book, you need to read it. That's one of the books that changed my life forever. All right, and let me see if I can blow this up so it can be a little bit bigger. 200%. Okay, yep, it's a little bigger. All right, so there's I'm gonna go look at a few things. Let's see if we go to page 9. Okay, we're on page 9. No, not 9. 9. Boom. Okay, we were on 9. So the pages are a little bit displaced funny somehow. So 9 plus they started counting 1 at this is already page 12. All right. If you're brownie here, this is how we hang out every day and connect. If you have any questions, post them at this point. I'll answer them before we leave. Okay, so we have 1. So 1 actually started at page 20. So we're looking for page 9. So plus 9, that will be page 20. Okay, the 4B question. Okay, does he love me? Do I look fat in this pants? There is a specific form of this dialogue that occurs whenever anyone is making a buying decision of any form. Don't minimize the importance of this unspoken inner dialogue. If you don't address your buyer's comfort level, right? Your buyer's comfort level is, one of the ways you can address that is by thinking and start thinking through what kind of objections does somebody have in their mind, what is stopping them from buying right now, right? So my job, if you're here right now, you're not a member yet for $47, my job is to find out what is it that's stopping you from buying and attempt at making that comfortable. Now, if I even know at all, if I already thought that in my mind, that I know for a fact that there's something that's inside of your mind, has nothing to do with the fact that you don't have $47, but there's something that's stopping you from making that buying decision, something that's affecting your comfort level from deciding that this is the system that's going to help you break through, right? I need to address that. The fact that I know that I need to address that is already half of the job done. Okay, most people that are trying to sell something, okay, don't even want to acknowledge that they're trying to sell. So they're already failing by the fact that they're not acknowledging that they have to sell a buyer something. Okay, you have to sell a buyer on something, right? So the second step is to understand that your buyers will have some type of reservations, and they will have skepticism crawling through their brain. They will have questions that's crawling through their this inner dialogue going on that's making them decide to buy. And if you already know that there's an inner dialogue at all, you are already beating at least 70% of the people out there. Okay, just the fact that you know that there's an unspoken inner dialogue, right? And then the next step obviously is to master what those inner dialogue are, and you need to address them. Okay, address your buyer's comfort level. The job of selling becomes significantly more difficult if you ignore, okay? Don't minimize the importance of this unspoken dialogue. And if you don't address, it becomes significantly more difficult. So when I say 70%, now that makes sense all of a sudden, right? And if you try to finesse your way around these fears with sizzle instead of stick, right? The consequences of making such a sale, consequences that will come back to haunt you later with a very unhappy buyer. Okay, so don't you need to be careful on how you handle it. Don't trick people into buying from you. Of course, you need to be authentic about this. Okay, very simple. are worse than making no sale at all. Yeah, and I've seen that. I've experienced that where I'd rather have not sold that person's anything. Okay, I've had customers or a sale that I made that I really wish I didn't sell that person. Okay, it was just a wrong move to try to sell that person. They became more of a pain in the butt and just a wrong customer. Okay, so this is a two-way street type of situation. Okay, so question one, what are you trying to sell me? How much? Okay, all right, so it's a little bit different from what I thought it was, but there you go. Another question, what are you trying to sell me? How soon do you answer this question? How much is it, right? How much? Okay, so let's look at what he's saying. Let's look at these questions in tandem, put them together, and your buyer is asking, what is your offer? Your communication must reassure that ongoing unspoken in the inner dialogue that you're offering a commodity of acceptable quality for a reasonable price. Okay, give me $5 and I'll give you a glass of water. Give me $5,000 and I'll remove your swollen appendix. Give me $100 and now, if at the core of your sales process your offer is not a good or a fair one, keyword, then only fools will buy. All right. And if you have fooled someone into buying your product, you won't have that customer for a very long time. Remember what I was saying yesterday? For those of you that were on the Diamond Coaching Club, sales and customers, the difference, right? In the long term, a business built on such a shaky foundation will not last. Yeah, people come and go all the time online, especially, right? Products come and go, systems come and go. We spoke about that some few episodes ago, right? So you can always sucker someone into trying to give you money, but you can only do it once, right? Well, the way you build wealth is by having customers, okay? Having customers and have a solid mastermind of business partners that got sold on your vision, okay? So that's how you build wealth. There's no other way around it, okay? And if you're trying to sucker someone to buy stuff from you, like a lot of people that are selling traffic out there right now, they sucker people into buying 100 clicks from them for $50 and then turn around and then send them a bunch of bogus leads and clicks, right? Those people will never build wealth, okay? So if they did, it won't last, okay? All right, so the third question, why should I believe you, right? That will be a question that needs to be answered, okay? So in your sales process, what are you trying to sell me? How much? Why should I believe you? Or let's say, why should I believe that your solution will solve my problem? Now we kind of know that you want to be solving people's problem, right? But again, we try to simplify things for you guys, right? And then we have that thing that I told you guys about some few weeks ago, the one that has a challenge attached to it, video marketing challenge, right? That some people, about 3 of you guys are engaging in right now, right? What's in it for me? You need to answer this question. Wait a minute, we just answered the question. What are you trying to sell me? Yeah, right? Isn't this the same thing? Not exactly. When people ask what's in it for me, they're trying to figure out how they benefit. All right? People buy products, but what they want are benefits. They don't really care about the technical terms. One of the mistakes that people, and I've said this a few episodes ago, I'm going to repeat it again in this context, okay? One of the mistakes that people make online is they get into all this technical mode and all this technical names and stuff, and when I ask them a simple question, they already think in their mind it's a trick question and they're looking for the most technical term that they can use to answer me. Whereas I'm simply asking, what are you trying to sell and what is it going to do? Ultimately, the only thing your customers care about is what is it going to do for my business. Like, for example, we have a new lady in our midst. I'm not sure if she's on right now, but I spoke to her earlier, and the simple question she was asking is that what is this going to do for my Amway business? That's what's in it for me. She needs to know. Now, when she's trying, my job is to teach her so she can find out how she can address this to her customers. What's the benefit for the customer? The customers don't care about the brand name, okay? The brand name can be useful when it comes to building relationship and building trust and things like that, but ultimately, keyword being ultimately, what is it that your customers are looking for? What's in it for me, okay? So you buy the health food, but what's really in it for you is a better quality of life, right? Right? This is the reason why healthy product, blah blah blah, the name, the formula names, the chemical names are boring, right? They're boring. What people really care about is better quality of life, right? And whatever the benefit that your product has to bring to the marketplace. So this question is so often pondered by marketers that we shorten it to WIIFM. We spoke about that a while back. Okay. All right. So the big four question: what is the irresistible offer? How is one made? Could it be as simple and effective as it sounds? Right? Yes, it really is. Yeah. Sales process. So what I need you guys to do as a homework, I need you to read. You need to find this book. You need to buy it. You need to buy a physical version of it and have it sent to your house. Chances are you will find this extremely cheap on Amazon. Let's see how much they're selling on Amazon, right? How much is this book on Amazon? See, from $5.66. Okay, so if I were you, they have a hardcover, right? Exactly, that's the back of the book right there, right? Right. So you need to get this book. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me see if I'm logged in. I'm probably just going to see. This is how I go about this type of thing because I can't find mine right now. Okay, and they're telling me here that I have this book used here for as low as $3.38. I'm going to click on that one. Right, $3.38 shipping is. I'm going to add to cart. Right, and I'm going to proceed to checkout, and I am going to have this thing shipped over. Um, let's see here. Let me switch screens real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see here. Switch screens. I'm gonna switch screens. What's up, guys? I'm right here. Switching screens over to my special report here. So I'm gonna go through this real quick. While I finish that order, I'm gonna finish that order, and then I'll take it from there. Ship over to my office. Ship over to my office. Ship to my office. And standard shipping is 4 to 14 days. Okay, so for those of you that are up here right now, you're not a member yet, do that immediately. $47. Let me just tell you that. Okay, if you don't buy the tools and the education you need for your business, you will not succeed. It's as simple as that. Okay, continue. Used acceptable hardcover. I just bought a hardcover for $3.38. Continue, and I'm gonna use this continue, and I'm gonna place my order. Place order, and review, and one item. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Review and edit order. I'm going to switch the screen over to you guys so you guys can see real quick. Okay. So I'm sure you guys are taking care of this immediately. Okay. Yeah, you can. I mean, that free PDF so you can read it, but go get the hard copy one and keep it in your library so you can have it handy, right? And not only that, when you support people that can be mentors for you in this business, it goes a long way. It's a very good karma for yourself. Okay, so just do it anyway because it's gonna be a beautiful investment for you. Let me see here. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know who Mark Jonah is. I don't know if he's white. I don't know if he's black or green. I don't know what this guy looks like. All I know is that he's my mentor from day one. And this book, I can never forget this book. Okay. So let's see here. Blah blah blah. Start screen share. All right. So as you can see, I just ordered it. not shipped yet. One item, delivery date will be somewhere after September 24. I paid $7.37 for this book. I told you, so I'm buying it for the second time because I had it. I just don't know where it is right now. But you can buy a used version of it. Again, shipping, blah blah blah. It's gonna be here. But in the meanwhile, I found a PDF here. I'm gonna take a look at it and do some reviews later on. All right. So at this point in time, before we end, we have another 10 minutes. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying first of all before I go over and round this up in about 10 minutes more. All right. So this is the email money formula stuff that I've been working on. Okay. I've been letting it linger. Okay. So, but I'm gonna show you exactly how what goes on in my head when I'm creating an irresistible offer, right? An irresistible offer. When you read that book, it will give you a little bit more insight into it. For the Diamond Club members, I did put a 12-step template in the back office under resources for you guys. So you guys can go find that. It's a PDF that you need to download and you need to go through it. Okay. This is the top money making activity you guys can master. Okay, copywriting and how to speak the language that your customer will absolutely feel like they're going to be served before they're being served. Okay, because if they don't feel like that, you don't know how to communicate that message. Chances are you're going to fail anyway. Regardless of how good your product is, you need to learn how to communicate that with your prospect so they can buy. So they already want to buy it, but now you got to make them feel comfortable enough to buy. Okay, remember, like for example, if you're using my traffic, my traffic wants to buy already. Okay, but I got to make them feel comfortable enough to buy. Am I ever gonna make 100% of them feel comfortable? Probably not. Okay, but just enough for me to keep making money and to have enough money to have a positive ROI in my business, so I can keep marketing and keep bringing people into my business as customers, okay, and as business partners, okay. So let me see what you guys are up to here before I go dive into reading that out. So I'm proofreading a little bit. It's about 25 pages of the sales message. Let's see here. Yeah, Audible is a great way. That's a good one. Let's see what everybody is saying here. Uh-oh. Click the wrong button. Yep. All right. I never read it. Hello, Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy? Yep, audiobook is always a great one. Yes, and everybody welcome Larissa. Larissa is hanging out with us here today. So I spoke to her earlier. Bought it on Audible. Yep. All right. So once the book comes to your office, you will find it. Exactly, right? Right, David? All right. So here's the new message. Here's the new sales message I'm putting together for my Empire Pro. With a different angle, with a different tripwire that I call email money formula. The order form will look a little different because it needs to conform with what I'm trying to sell here. Okay. So let's look at it. Let's see if you guys can pick some of the different elements. Okay. But hold on, guys. I have another 7 minutes. See how time winds away so fast, right? What are the elements? What are the elements based on what you know so far? Some of you are students of this game, which rightfully so. You're supposed to be students of marketing and sales, right? Let me ask you guys a question, right? What are the elements? What are the elements that you would find in a sales message? Okay, what are the elements that you should typically find in a sales message? Okay, so we spoke about, irresistible offer is different. That means something that makes somebody feel guilty to not even buy. Okay, that's irresistible offer. Okay, but let me ask you a question. This question right here: what are the elements you should typically find in a sales message? Okay, it should be about. Let me see what you guys come up with, and then we're going to try to identify them inside of this sales message that I'm going to read to you and just walk through right now before I move on forward. Okay, so let me see what you guys have to say about that. I need to get some response back on that one. what are the elements that you should typically find in a sales message? Once you go in the back office under the Diamonds Coaching Club and download that PDF, you'll find there's 12 of them actually, okay? About 12 of them actually. But let's see here. Let's see. I'm logging in right now. Yeah, it should be about 12 of them. It could be 7 to 12, okay? Sometimes you could find one, maybe two of the elements would be kind of like two in one, okay? Will be addressed by one element, okay? But it still needs to be addressed, right? Because those are some of the things that make people feel comfortable, again, to buy something that they already want to buy anyway. They're just waiting for you to convince them that you're the right person to buy it from, okay? If you're driving the right traffic, of course. If you're driving the wrong type of traffic, then the people you're probably driving don't want what you have to offer, okay? All right, so the other message that brought most of you guys here are is probably more appealing to somebody that's already in the industry, somebody who's already a network marketer or a home business professional, a direct sales professional, but they're struggling to generate enough leads for their business, okay? So the one that we have that's been working literally for like 3 years, right, that's been making all the sales, speaks more to people that already are familiar with the industry. So I designed this one to speak to people who want to make money, okay? Somebody who just want to make money, right? Somebody that's not necessarily in the industry already, okay? So, or maybe somebody who is not familiar with the lingos and the terminologies in the industry already, right? The one of the resources in the back office, you'll find some of these elements, okay? And but right now, I just wanted to let me see what you guys are saying first of all. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see what you guys are saying. All right, so there are a few things you will find in a sales letter, and none of you guys are saying anything yet. Is it because you guys don't know? All right. Well, let's see here. Let's see. All right. So as you, I don't know if you guys understand what I just said. I need you guys to comment some of the elements you typically find in the sales letter. That sales letter that brought you into this game. What was it that made you sign up? Okay. What was it? What was the tipping point for you? All right, where you said, "This is it. I'm just gonna buy this, and I'm gonna pull out my credit card and buy this right now." What is it that made you do that? Okay. Um, I'm so tempted right now to give you guys like tips and stuff, right? Well, I told you guys earlier, I think earlier this week, in about 3 seconds, people really need to know why they're on your page in the first place, or ever website you're building. Okay. All right, cool. I have somebody saying something. Let's see. All right, so they should be addressing a problem more customers have. Most customers have. Well, every customer's have. We all have problems, don't we? Then they must relate to the problem. Okay. All right, cool. They must talk about the solution to the problem. Okay. They should convey to them how the solution help you overcome this problem. Okay. Um, and how this will help them. Okay. And let them know the urgency. Okay. You just gave me a buzzword. Urgency is right there. I love it. Okay. That will be the first one. Okay. Yes, you do have problem solving. That should be a part of it too. But problem solving sometimes doesn't, it needs to be, you don't have to solve the problem. You need to tell them you're going to solve the problem and convince them that you will solve the problem, right? But I like the first one is urgency, and I like call to action, okay? But, let's just leave it alone. Everybody is probably typing right now. So I'm just going to dive in and read this, okay? And the next, I don't know how long this is going to take me, right? But anyway. So you're about to discover how I used emails to earn 7-figure income from the comfort of my home, and how you can copy and paste my formula. Okay, this copy and paste. Every human being, well, simplicity, right? That's right there, right? But that's typically a headline, okay? A headline that tells them why they're here in the first place. If somebody is not interested in this type of benefit, earn 7 income from the comfort of their home, they can feel free to leave this page at this point. Like I said, in the first 3 seconds, people need to know why they're here. Okay, they don't have to know that they're about to be sold something. They don't have to know that they're about to buy something. Why? Because they don't even know what they're buying. Okay, or they don't know the extent of the offer that you're going to be given. So they, not the offer per se, but they need to know the benefit that they can possibly derive from even reading this 25-page report, right? All right, so listen, I'm probably going to be the most expensive coach you will ever have when it comes to making money online. What I'm not going to do is beat around the bush. I want to show you the money as in right now. I'll show you how you can earn 300. Again, I'm giving a sub headline, okay? 300 to 2,000% return on your money. Okay, now when somebody says return on money, then we're speaking to somebody that understands as an investment already, but subconsciously in less than 96 days, without you having to lift a finger, like people don't want to work, right? They want shortcuts. Every human being wants shortcuts, okay? People that claim they don't want shortcuts are lying to their own gut, because they all use technology, and technologies is aka shortcuts, okay? At all, after initial setup, just sit back, relax, and I'll do most of the work, right? I'll do the work for them. Who doesn't want the work done for them, right? Okay. All right, so I do not have a system to sell. In fact, I will give you mine for free. What most people who failing in making money online are missing is a proper coach and mentor. Okay, so you notice in everything I'm saying, I'm pretty much subconsciously telling them that, starting today, I'm going to be your mentor, your coach. Right? So then I introduce myself. So here, there's a little bit of the introduction, right? The easy, the simple, the fast, right? I address the time, right? That is going to take them 96 days or less, right? The return on investment is like literally unheard of. You can't find that in a savings account, right? And I address the benefits, okay, in about 3 seconds, okay, pretty much. I introduce myself. People need to know who I am, but my goal in this particular sales letter is not to tell so much story like the one that's working right now. In fact, like I told you guys, attention span is a little shorter than it used to be. So if I'm going to tell my story, I need to kind of find a way to embed it in the problem I'm going to be solving, okay, without ranting on and ranting all about how I was born and where I am right now and about 34 years in between, right? All right, cool. So here, as you can see, I introduced myself. My name is Ola, and I'm one of a partnership. Proof, right? That's a little proof. So the next thing that you should have in a sales letter is what? Proof, right? You should have some type of proof, okay? Okay, it could be a proof that you're making money, or that what you're selling works, okay, or that the opportunity you're selling works, okay. And sometimes, a lot of times, if you're dealing with a company like a network marketing company, they would only allow you to use lifestyles to determine that, okay. They don't want you posting like a screenshot of income and things like that. And when you do that, you should have proper disclaimers, okay, because you don't want people thinking because you've made $1 million, now they can make $1 million. That's usually not true, because most human beings have a different journey, right? All right, cool. So we both have master's degree in engineering, but that has nothing to do with the secret formula. Like everybody wants to know the secret, right? All right. So proof, right? Everybody wants to. So we have headline, all right? Headline. That has benefits in 3 seconds, right? In 3 seconds, right? And then we have proof, right? We have proof. Then we have storytelling, okay? Storytelling, right? There's a few things that you'll find in a typical sales letter, right? All right. So let me scroll down a little bit, okay? So we have both $82,000 in one day. I want to share. It's no news that people are struggling, and chances are you're one of them, right? So right in their gut, I give them a quick punch in their stomach. So if somebody is here right now and they're struggling financially, I just give them a quick punch in their stomach. And a lot of time, I would highlight it and actually emphasize on that. You're one of them, okay? And if they're not one of them, so what? I don't care. It's just a video they're watching. I'm not there in person, right? So they can't tell me that, no, you're lying. I'm not one of them. No, I'm talking to the person that's actually one of them. And this is always going to be true as long as one of them is one of them watching the video. That get them to do what? Again, stick around, okay? One of the reasons why I'm keeping the story short here too is also to make them stick around, okay? All right, so boom. While one of my income platform has paid over $100 million in online sales commission over the past 15 months alone, most people are still stuck on the whole American dream promise. Now, fear, okay? Fear mongering, okay? So These are things that people are scared of. Okay, so I'm literally the things that make them lose sleep at night is what I'm talking about here right now. Okay, so the average of our customer is somewhere from 35 all the way up to like 70, 90 years old sometimes. Okay, but the average are somewhere in between, middle age, okay, baby boomers and stuff, right? And these are some of the stuff that they're scared of: losing their jobs after working 35 years, taking pay hour cuts, right? They send them home because there's no hours, right? Because it's slow, getting let go, taking pink slips, hospital bills, right? People deal with this type of stuff in real life, right? Losing retirement investment, horrible realities for way too many people, right? So bottom line of what I'm trying to do there is address their fear. Okay, so we have fear. Okay, these are some of the things you should have in there, right? If this is your situation, you're very lucky today. Okay, so I show them the usual screenshot of my first 2 years when I came online of my revenue. Okay, and then I show them some screenshots of some of the income that we're making, proof, right? You can use lifestyle here. Okay, you can use lifestyle, you can use other people's testimonials in the system, you can take screenshots of people that are just getting results. People, it depends on what you're selling. What I'm selling here right now is money making opportunity. Okay, an opportunity to make money from home using the internet. That's what I'm selling specifically here. So I'm showing income. If what I'm selling is freedom, I need to show more lifestyle. But as you can see, I'll show some lifestyle too. All of that from the offer, email money formula. So my offer for them is my email money formula. So what I'm actually going to do right now is show them, what I'm actually going to do is actually give them the offer and give it to them for free. Give them the formula. Okay, so this is a value driven PDF. I'm already on the 5th page, by the way. So that's enough about my money, since you can't really spend my money. And also, right, so look at the way, so I just shut off my story. I show them lifestyle, show them proof inside of the same story, right? Like I told you earlier, 3 or more elements can actually be embedded in one particular feature or one particular element. Okay, so you can have sub elements. So inside of the story, I address the fear, I address who I am, I address the proof, why they should listen to me is also addressed in there. So you need to, why should people believe you, right? That was one of the questions with the irresistible offer, right? So I address why they should listen to me. I just show them proof that I'm getting results, and what they're looking for is results, right? So all of that from the email money formula. So as much as I'm actually saying this, look like this is the first time I'm saying this, right? But it looks like I've already been talking about it. So I'm actually introducing them to the offer right there and there, right? So that's enough about my money. You can't spend my money. Now, chances are you're tired of everyone else's money story while you're struggling to make a ordinary $100 per day. You're probably also tired of people selling you systems without the proper coaching, mentoring, and guide to use them. So this could be any product, whatever product you're trying to sell. You could use the same things I'm talking to you right now. You need to tell them what the benefits are in about 3 seconds. Inside of your storytelling, you can address the fear. You can tell the story of how you used to be scared. So when you tell them your fear in the beginning of your journey, right, in a way that people can relate to it, now you're indirectly addressing their fear as well. Bottom line is that you need to address the fear, because everyone has some type of fear. Everyone has some type of problem that you can solve. Okay, and if you can solve people's problem, you can make a lot of money. It's really that simple in this world of free enterprise. Okay, so it doesn't have to be about money making opportunities only. I'm just using it as an example right now. Okay, you need to be selling people, but you can also sell it from a point of value. Okay, so well, congratulations, because your struggles are over. Starting today, I've been privileged to train 100s of regular folks like you around the world. It doesn't matter if you're brand new to the idea of making money from the comfort of your home, or you are at any level from struggling to savvy network marketer or direct sales professional. The secret I will share with you now, again, everyone wants to know the secret. So guess what I do? I would emphasize it. Okay, I would emphasize it as much as I can. Okay, because people just don't get tired of secrets, right? Yeah, in this business, the secrets what I'm about to share with them, but they still think there's a secret behind the secret, right? And guess what? The truth is, there's actually a secret behind the secret. Something I shared today in today's email about focus is one of the secrets to people failing and people succeeding. Is the fundamental difference between the people that are succeeding in this business and people that just chase after the next shiny object around. Okay, that's the fundamental focus, commitment, and not getting distracted by shiny objects, right? So let me show you how I do it in 3 simple steps. But first, let me ask you a question. Can you write and send 5 to 10 lines emails per day if it will bring you $1,000 in cash for you that day? Squash that. Can you copy paste and send 1 email per day if it will bring in $1,000 income for your bank account? Then let me show you the 3 steps email money formula. Again, emphasis, right? I'm addicted to the KISS principle almost to a fault, keeping it simple, super stupid simple. Reason why I say that is actually real, because most people think like something that's going to be beneficial for their life has to be complicated. Okay, so I'm addressing that here. So if somebody is expecting something to be complicated, that if this is really going to help me in my business, it need to sound a little bit more complicated than this, right? If somebody is feeling that already, I'm pretty much diffusing that right here and say, hey, listen, if you're looking for something complicated, you're in the wrong place, because this KISS simple email money formula that I'm going to share with you right now will give you sanity in your business and most importantly, get you result fast, right? See, everything I just said could be included in the sales letter, but again, I don't have to include everything in the world in it. I don't have to. This is 25 pages, and I intend to keep it that way. So if I like what I just said, right, I could use it in another sales letter, another sales message, in another way, and that may attract another type of person. Okay, so don't feel the need to include everything in it. Okay, just address those elements, and we're good to go. Okay, so we're addressing the fear, give the offer, right, and then value, right? Value. Okay, so value is the next thing that I'm typing in and putting it in there, right? But the one thing that has really paid me and created my freedom lifestyle is keeping it super stupid simple. KISS. It's your lifestyle, right? So lifestyle, the cars, whatever, show them lifestyle, right? In fact, I will go as far as telling you right now to unsubscribe from all the gurus you've been subscribed to. After all, up to now, following them has not helped you much. I know it's a bold statement, but for real, how's it working out for you so far? You will know why I asked that here in a second, but realize this: making money online is extremely simple. Okay, think about it. The consumer receives an email with a link to a product. This is education right now, right? Amazon, credibility, right? Credibility, Amazon, eBay, Google, right? So some type of credibility in you or the idea that you're selling. Okay, credibility in you, right? Credibility in the idea has to be built. Okay, you have to build value, you have to build credibility in you, credibility in the idea. Okay, in the idea. All right, so that's that, right? Email money formula has 3 features. I educated them. I'm scrolling through. Okay, I educated them. I did a little bit of math. All right, simple math that they can relate with. Right. So my goal personally. Okay, this is my style. I don't see anybody else doing this. Everybody is trying to hard sell people. My goal personally is to make sure that what I'm selling makes sense to them, and it's because it makes sense to them that they're buying, not because I sold them. It makes sense to them so much they feel guilty for not buying. They feel like they're stealing from themselves for not buying. That's my goal in every sales message that I write. Okay, so what you just saw is called compound effect, blah blah blah, right? Third, right? Boom, boom. All right, so at this point you have 2 choices. I'm heading for the dunk right now. Okay, I give them 2 choices. I don't give them no more than 2 choices. Okay. Then they have three questions, right? Does the email money formula work? Can you make money from the email money formula, right? Right? Why email money formula work for you, right? Blah blah blah. Show them credibility again. Show some of my students when they came out to the workshop, right? So everything you do in your business, you must find a way to make it recursive and make it viral, okay, in nature as far as the effect to your credibility, right? So tell stories, okay? Tell stories. So this image, have you ever heard the saying that one picture is worth more than 1,000 words, right? This is why you use pictures, okay? This is more than this picture right here is probably easily 100,000 words, okay? Because just that weekend alone, there's a lot that happened that weekend. Some of you here can testify to that weekend, okay? So, but I can only guarantee you my own results, blah, 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 right? Go for the dunk, right? Then I have to build value. Okay, I have to build value, right? and then give them the price. Okay, of course you have to give them the price and the call to action and stuff like that, and then guarantee. Okay, so the risk. Okay, risk. Address the risk. Okay, address the risk that they're taking. Okay, because everyone, even if you told them to just opt in their email, if all they were doing is opting in an email, it's still risky for people. Why? Because people feel like if I opt in my email right now and they start spamming me with all these emails, that's a risk in their mind. You need to address that, right? Exactly. So you need to address risk somehow, some way, and the way you address risk sometimes to take away the risk from them. Okay, if you have a very quality product like my Empire Pro that you sell, then you have no reason to worry about even telling people, to the extent of telling them, listen, I'll give you 100% of your money back if you're not happy. And we do that here. Okay, you give people their money back. Why? Because you're not happy, for many reasons. Because you're woozy, because you're not happy, because you don't have the patience, you're asking for a refund right away. I'll give you your money back. I have no problems doing that, because my best customers are people that are relaxed with my brand, with what I have to bring to the marketplace, and they take the time to go through the process, and they get results, and they make more money, and then buy more stuff. Okay, when they make more money, I have invested interest in their success as well. So most of my money, 60% of my money, comes from, more than 60%, as a matter of fact, come from the high ticket coaching, high end packages that people buy because they know that they're in the right place, right? They've taken the $47 risk, they know they're in the right place, and they know that it's a wrap, that they're gonna win, right? That's where the money comes from, not from woozy $47. So I don't mind giving people their money back, right? You let them know that. So you reduce the risk for them. You take away the risk from that decision making that they have to do at that point in time, right? And then you leave all the preaching out of it. Like, for example, what I'm doing to you right now is a little bit of a preaching, right? I don't want to be engaged in preaching in the sales message. Give the sales message, give the offer, make them feel comfortable, and close. Does that make sense? Okay. And the elements, there's a little bit more to it. You find them in the back office if you're a Diamond coaching member. But that's pretty much what you have here. Right now, I'm working on the bonuses, right? The bonuses includes the EI1, right? Do you guys think that just the Empire Intensive Training Series, the free ones on the back office on the third pillar, do you think is worth bonuses? Worth over $2,000? I need to let them know. I'm going to offer it as a bonus here, because when they buy it and they get there, they will see it. They could use some of the stuff I was teaching, take into any business out there, go create a seven-figure business, even without upgrading to a Diamond Club, right? So communicating that is part of your reason why you succeed. Okay, so when you're doing that, there are things, maybe the trainings you've done in the past or something like that, a video you recorded 2 years ago, a package of all the videos you're recording. Like, for those of you engaging in the, let me give you an idea. Okay, those of you engaging in the challenge right now, in the video, those videos are going to be worth $10,000 combined. Like, David is doing 65, Maria is doing 50, right? When you package it nicely together, you download it, you put it in a nice package, right? There's going to be nuggets in there that will change, in just one of the videos, that will change somebody's life 3 months from now. Just looking at where you're from, they can relate to it, okay? And that will change their life. But again, it doesn't matter how good your product is if you don't know how to package. If you don't know packaging, right? If you don't understand packaging, you will struggle for a long time. Okay, so you need to see value in every step, by the way, in your journey right now. You need to see value in every single step of your journey, regardless of how much money you're making right now. You need to see value in every step of your journey right now. Does that make sense, guys? So I'm going to leave it at that right now. I'm going to leave it at that right now. If you guys have any questions, this will be a great time. Okay, for the next, as you see, as usual, I'll go over time. Okay, and I just went overtime again. I don't know who's going to help me with this overtime stuff. Okay, I need to stop it. Out here. Let's see what people were saying. Let me switch screens. See your face. See you guys' faces. Even though I'm not really seeing your face, right? Boom. All right. So, did you get some value? Did you guys get some value from that? Was that good enough for today? You guys have some homework to do. You got to read the book, okay? and put a short sales message together. Put your own sales message for My Empire Pro together. Okay. Who wants to engage in that? Who wants to write a report? 20, 25 pages WordPress, double spaced report. Tell your story. Tell them why you chose My Empire Pro. Okay. If you have other products you're trying to sell, get into that too. Okay. Start exercising and write down. You took some notes right now, right? And see how you can. Now if you don't control the product, obviously you can't say money back guarantee, but I'm sure most companies that understand the concept understand they need to have, like Macy's, you can return codes. Okay, so most companies have some type of refund policy guarantee and stuff like that that you can express to them. Okay. um so, if not, then, you find a way around it. It's all about getting creative with your sales message, okay? Just as much as possible, you use some of those elements to get your customer, your potential customer, to feel comfortable about buying whatever it is you're selling. Does that make sense? Let's see what you guys are saying. I help you, so. uh, all right, yeah. So, all right, so yeah, you guys got some value from today. Anybody who's here with me? Who's still here with me? Okay, who's still here with me? I'm going to suggest another thing to you guys that have members in the back office. Go call your members. Okay, collect commitments from them. Okay, when you speak to them in person, collect commitments from them to come to this. If you get people coming to this daily sessions, they will stick with you for a long time. You guys notice the value I just shared just now? Okay, they will stick with you for a long time. Okay, so I'm going to give you a tip. Write that down right now. Collect commitments. Don't just say, hey, we have this going on. Okay. I personally invited Larissa here earlier. Okay, and that's because I collected commitment. Can you make it? And she committed to being here, and she's here. Okay, and you can call your members, regardless of how old they are. Give them a call and say, hey, listen, we're having that daily webinar. You're going to be there. Can you make it? You can make it to that? Can you make tomorrow? And write it down. Connect with them. These are people that are going to be some of your best business partners in the future, but sometimes they need your help with the commitment. Sometimes they need your help to commit. Okay? All right? So do that. These are not cold market. These are people that already bought from you. They paid you $40 to come in already. Okay? So give them a call. That's your job, to remind them and get them in here. All right? Because I noticed that, some of you guys enjoy it, but you need to share it. You enjoy this session every day, but you need to share it with everybody and let them know. Post it on your wall, invite them here. You can attach your link to it, your ref code, !REF equals to your 4 digits code. And when they decide to buy in, you make commissions from that. Okay, so you have all kind of reasons to get people here on a daily basis. Okay, if not, I send my replay out. I'll continue to do this business the way I do it. I'm enjoying the process myself, but for your own good. Okay, so number one, Mark Joyner, the irresistible offer, pick it up. Okay, number two, write a sales message, 20 pages on a WordPress or less. When I say 20 pages, like, let me look at how many words this is. How many words is this one? Is how many words? Two word count. Word count here is 2,300. Okay, 2,300 words. If you can do 500 words, you'll be on your way. When you start talking and you start typing, it start flowing. Okay, your job is, you first of all have fun doing it, then you arrange it into those elements. Okay, you make people feel comfortable to buy from you. If you can do that, you can make a lot of money. Okay, not only can you make money selling stuff like that, you can also make a lot of money consulting with companies to help them put their sales message together. Okay, because just many companies don't have that, that proper professional way of getting their message out there, right? All right, so you're trying to sell something. It doesn't matter where you are. You could have a church. What you're trying to sell is those seats. Okay, right? So you're trying to sell something at the end of the day. So you need to master this. There's no way around it. Okay, and if you want to learn more about how we do this, just get inside. $47 and upgrade all the way. Get all in. Get all in. Diamond Club coaching, Empire Intensive Mastery, everything, and ask questions first before you think about quitting on yourself. Ask questions first. All right. So that's that. Let's see what people are saying, and then we can round up. 5:54. I have another 60 seconds. Let's see what you guys are up to here. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'm done. I promise I'm done. See you guys at the top. Have a fantastic one and bye for now.